What's going on, everybody? Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me. And let me know. Yeah, I think that's all I want you to know right now. All right, everybody. I am so glad to be here. As I said, I was going to start putting this kind of content into my regular rotation, probably once a month. So I'm just holding true to that. I got a great response last time. So shout out to Rouster, Obi Rose, Rudigs, Cowboy, Wit, everybody who gave me feedback that Cammy, everybody who gave me feedback that they kind of like this style. So appreciate y'all all doing that. And hey, Cammy, I was just saying, give me a shout out. Also, y'all, please keep Cammy and her family in your prayers. Definitely one of the members in our community is going through a heck of a time right now. Cammy, we're right there with you. Let us know how we can support. And just that. So you definitely have everything from me. With that said, let me go shout out everybody in chat really quick. So I see you there, Sanchez. What's going on? Obi Rose, how's it going? Rouster, as always. You all, if you did not know, Rouster is a streamer. So he's been streaming Diablo 4. Rouster, if you want to put your channel in the chat so people can go over there and catch you, go ahead. He was doing that yesterday. I was catching the replay today. Ambi, as always, thank you for coming by. Wit, awesome to see you. Jinx, we are live. Yes, we are live, Jinx. Yes, we are. All right, everyone. So, you know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to talk for about like 10 to 15 minutes. Then I'm going to open up the lines for people to come on. I know Holtz, he's supposed to be cooking up some cakes and stuff. So we'll see if he's actually going to come through with that. But I just kind of want to touch base on a few things. So today is actually a pretty interesting day. So if y'all know me, I am a huge fan of one of the international days it is today. So without further ado, I'm going to play a video so y'all are all on the same page as me, and we'll go from there and we'll talk about it. All right, so give me a second. Oh, I think this is it. All right, see y'all here in about a second.
Happy Ghostbusters Day.
Happy Ghostbusters Day.
Happy Ghostbusters Day. Happy Ghostbusters Day, guys.
Happy Ghostbusters Day.
Happy Ghostbusters Day.
It's so great to be a part of this. Congratulations to the originals, the OGs, and everyone involved.
I want to wish all of you a happy and slimy Ghostbusters Day.
Happy Ghostbusters Day.
Happy Ghostbusters Day.
Yeah, if y'all did not know, today is Ghostbusters Day. So happy Ghostbusters Day to you all. I have my shirt, Ghostbusters. It's the 3rd annual Ghostbusters Day. So I'm super excited. If you ever watch the movie, you'll know that today, this is a Tobin Spirit Guide. It's referenced quite a bit in the movies. So this is my own Tobin Spirit Guide. So I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan. I love it. So that was the cast of the new one. They're obviously they're filming the new one. And happy Ghostbusters Day. If you did not know what Ghostbusters Day was, it's just the anniversary for when the first one was released. So back in 1984, it was released, and it is super fun. So throughout the stream, I actually have some of my favorite Ghostbusters clips. So if y'all ever want to see it, I only have like 5 or 6 or maybe 5 of them. But throughout the stream, don't do it all back to back to back. But if you put hashtags Happy Ghostbusters Day or hashtag Ghostbusters, I'll play one of my favorite clips from the first movie. And just so you can see, it's kind of, cheesy humor, but I love it. So yeah, so what is up, Jay Tucker? Yes, we may be saying this one, Jinx. We may be doing that. So, but go ahead. If you want, sometime just put hashtag Ghostbusters and I will play one of those streams. When I see it, and if we have a guest once they finish, I'll play it. So super excited about that. Also, someone also mentioned Ocean Day. So I have actually something that I've been following really. Oh my God, Jay Tucker, we will get it started. For y'all, we will get it started. This is one of my favorite lines. Biblical proportions is the going. So we'll do it this one, and then we'll do one in like 20 minutes or so. Mass hysteria. So that's one of my favorite lines. They're actually one of my favorite lines is right after that. Oh, no worries, John, don't worry. We'll get you on here eventually. But yeah, so that's one of my favorite lines. I actually have another part of that same scene is actually one of my top 3. So I'll play it later on. You already know you have a couple of the ones y'all obviously have talked about. So we'll save some of those for last. But this is cat dogs and cats, you know it already. Yes, Jay Tucker, you know how good it is. Ghostbusters, the first one, I think it's one of my favorite. It's like top 2 favorite movies of all time. But it's International Ghostbusters Day. So if y'all want to know why the hashtag Ghostbusters, it's International Ghostbusters Day. So probably every 15-20 minutes, I'll play another clip. If y'all remind me, I'll put it on. I only have like 4 more, so let's not waste them all. But thinking about International Ocean Day too, so we got 2 days today. Obi Rose, you know the line so well. We have another day. So this is actually something that's really near and dear to my heart. So, and y'all, I don't really talk about politics here, but right now, there is a lot. There's something going on in the world that I have to bring up. So Rouser, thanks for bringing up International Ocean Day because it really made me, it triggered this thought. So if y'all have not been paying attention to the news, it's okay. I've been following this story for like a month, so I'm basically like an expert at it. But off the coast of Spain, you have orcas, aka killer whales, attacking boats. True story. I'm not lying about this. They're attacking boats. And what's up, cowboy? And so why are they attacking boats? And so what the scientists have figured out, and I'm not kidding, if y'all want to go look this up, go ahead, look it up. If you want to know why they're attacking the boats, they say one of the female orcas got hit by a boat. And she then told the other orcas, because orcas are really smart, and now the orcas are systematically hunting fishing boats and tourist boats off the coast of Spain. And so I think this is kind of crazy, right? Because it's like orcas and humans have been living together. So why now? Why now have the orcas decided to start attacking the boats? This is true story. And so so my whole thing is, right, because they went to the big brain scientists, like think Jack Disselop, think about that, but about the ocean. So they went to these types of people, and they asked them, and they gave them this story, like that this is happening, like one of the female orcas got hit. And so I was like, wow, these people, big brain PhD people who studied oceans their whole life, basically summarized a plot line in Avatar 2. No spoiler, not ruining any spoilers on this show. But I was like, that's the best you have? Like you're saying that they got attacked? by I don't know. But yeah, Jay Tucker, obviously they're doing it. They're attacking. Maybe it's pent up rage, maybe it's the global warming, and when things get hotter, people get aggressive. Who knows? But if you find yourself off the coast of Spain, there's a herd of orcas, and they say it's not like 2 or 3, it's like 200 that are attacking these boats. They're like making them rudderless, and then they're attacking the boats. It's crazy. It's okay. Just go look at it. So let me see what y'all have to say. You're best. I'm going with Dolphins now. Sanchez, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like orcas, ever since I was like back in the 90s. So I don't know. Back when I was like 40 years old back then. Back in the 90s, they showed an orca in a great white fight. Like, I don't know where they found this footage. Right? This wasn't like computer generated. But they showed an orca fight a killer, a great white. Let's just say that's not there's only one killer in the ocean, and it ain't no great white. Okay, that's all I gotta say. They are legit. Free Willy, I was gonna play the Michael Jackson song, but I didn't get it in time. But I love Free Willy. It's a true thing. Orcas are no joke. If y'all want to talk about them, it's easy purple, as the whales don't want to be part of the world. They don't want to be maybe they don't want us to be part of their world. I don't know what it is, Holtz. I don't know what it is. Yes, it's true. There's no Obi Rose, you know it. Oh, purple is a 90s kid. Sounds about. I'm actually an 80s. If I just talked about Ghostbusters, the first one, Rouster, probably grew up in the 70s. I think I was in my second marriage in the 80s. So that's about how much we're gonna do. We in here. Yes, Ellis, you're here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, and your mama knows, for bringing everybody over. We're gonna do our stuff. So I am gonna post this link in chat. So if anybody wants to join, y'all know we're gonna do like everybody gets like 3 to 5 minutes. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you want to talk about games, I have 2 of the trailers that I was most excited about from the Summer Game Fest. But without further ado, let me get this posted. How about that? Let me get this posted for you all. Here we are. So if y'all want to come, we're gonna pin this message. But if y'all want to, is Main Games is scared of orcas? I wouldn't be. He should really be scared now. He should be really scared. They may look cute, and they are cute, but they are legit. They're smart. Have you seen them hunt sea lions? Sea lions. We're not talking about seals. Sea lions. Sea lions are like bigger than seals. That's the best I have. I don't know. But no joke, there's this other thing from like Jacques Cousteau. If y'all remember Jacques Cousteau, he did this documentary back in the 80s. And I will always respect sea lions, okay? So, true story, it's International Ocean Day, so it's Ghostbusters Day, so we're talking about this stuff. So I'm giving y'all this stuff I've seen in my many years on the earth. But he filmed this thing. And they had this great white, and it was attacking the sea lion pups, right? And so all the sea lion pups like rushed to the beach, like they were out in the ocean, and then they rush, and this great white's like circling in the depths. Out of nowhere, like this sea lion, and he was like the male, so I guess they call him the pride, like the leader. This sea lion goes out into the ocean. I'm not joking. Goes out there to meet the great white. Okay? And the thing fought the great white. The sea lion went head to head to the great white. And the thing was, he was more agile. So he was like quicker, and he could scratch the great white. So anytime the great white went for him, he scratched him on like the nose. And what the great white like left them alone, like went back into the depths. And ever since then, I was like, that sea lion deserves all the pussy he gets, cause he did that. We don't even have humans do that stuff. Like that sea lion, yo, that one. That's all I got. That's all. But yeah, Cherry, man, it was legit. Sea lion deserves everything. Sea lion deserves everything. So if you see a sea lion, high five them. If you see an orca, you're probably already dead. Wasp fighting a grasshopper. Ooh, that's a tough one. Y'all don't know grasshoppers are pretty tough. I seen a sea lion throw a shark in the air. Jay Tucker, in real life, sea lions are legit. Like, I don't know. I don't think people know that. Like, I go search this stuff out. And so I see all this. It's crazy. So Animal Kingdom does some crazy stuff. But yeah, so with that said, so International Ocean Day, we have International Ghostbusters Day. Well, the Wasp, oh my gosh, did they? I could see that coming. I could see that one coming. Unfortunately, I can see it. In India, monkeys be killing baby dogs. They throw them off the building. Are you serious? You serious? What type of monkeys are these? What type of they're baby dogs? They just go up there and throw them off? Animals are out of control. So we need to be, we make laws about everybody else. We need to make laws for the animals, because they're starting to show their real intelligence now. That's what they're doing. They're starting to show their real intelligence. And, yeah. You ever see the Anaconda versus Obi? I have not, but we are going to watch that here very shortly. But without further ado, we have our first guest today. Coming. He's calling in, all the way from a long way. One of his countrymen, Neil, is envious of him. But I want to bring this guy on. He's no stranger to the channel. Holtz, we have you on.
I need the story of someone envious of me with this local person. What's the story behind that?
Neil, he commented on. He's from England. He's from where you and like Clive and the other elves are all from. And Neil said,
I thought it was just me, Clive, and Rock. I thought we just all hid under a rock in the United Kingdom.
There's another one. There's another elf. Holtz.
Who knew? We could actually start joining a fellowship soon.
You could.
Fellowship of the UK. Well,
Fellowship of the gamers.
Yeah, chat and people. You need to go and ask Ray 3473 to watch this video. He goes in his back garden with his like a brand new phone or something. And on the trampoline, there's a wasp and a grasshopper fight. It's like a nature channel. And Ray's like, wow, this is amazing. And he zooms the camera in so well. It's like a nature channel. And this wasp and grasshopper are fighting. And you think, wow, I've never seen a wasp and grasshopper fight. I was mesmerized by it. But it was so funny with what Ray says at the end of the video. If you can share it, it'll be amazing.
Oh my gosh, I may have to get it up. Or not. I don't have to get it up, but I may get the video up. Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah. Clean minds. I was just looking at it. Funny enough, I was just looking at a brochure on world cruises, and I was looking at Antarctica. And now you've just mentioned about the whales are actually fighting off humans. It makes me think, because I've always wanted to get on like a boat where you can stand on like the side of the boat and killer whales come up to you. And supposedly they're not harm. They don't attack the boat. But now I'm a bit worried. It'll be my luck now that I'll be going yeah, and it gets me. That'll be the end of me.
No, they'll take you. You also don't do this. Don't ever put your arm outside of the Jeep during a safari. Don't do that. Lions like arms outside of Jeeps. Seen 2 videos, same result. Person lost their arm.
One of my friends said in a Japan zoo, they actually wound the window down, and the husband was on the left side and had the window down. And what happened was this lion stalked the car, leaned in the window, and bit the guy's head off. So be warned: do not be warned of animals.
No, animals are legit. Animals are legit. Lions, lions, they have a reputation.
The worst thing is, I've got a nature park close to mine, and a lot of people are scared of the chimpanzees because they go in with the cars, and the chimpanzees like take the wind mirrors off and all the window wipers. They destroy the cars, and everyone's so curious what chimpanzees do. Destroy cars.
They destroy cars, and obviously they keep throwing babies or puppies off of rooftops. Who told us this? Jay Tucker said this is legit. Animals it's global warming. This is what I say. They're taking it back. They're taking it back. Taking the world back.
I actually seen one, I think it was in America, that someone dropped his iPhone in a chimpanzee pen, and he stupidly went in, and what happened was there's a main chimpanzee that is supposed to keep watch, and he actually called all the chimpanzees to attack the man because they're very predatory. Not predatory. They actually protect.
Aggressive. They're aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, does staying your ground... Do chimpanzees qualify for staying your ground? Wonder.
No. Doubt it. It's not like... It's one of them moments, isn't it? It's one of them moments when you see like a brown or black bear and you think to yourself, what does it do? Is that the one I should run or play dead? You never know.
I don't... they say to play dead with a bear. And I feel like that's one that you really have to have a lot of guts for. Like if a bear is charging you...
Purple, I've got a lot of guts, but I like them on the inside.
You know what I mean? Like if the bear is charging you, you really have to trust the science on that one. You know what I mean? Like to say, okay, I can't outrun this bear. If I try to fight the bear, I don't know if that's going to work. Right? So you are going to go down. You're going to go down in the fetal position.
Have you ever seen... This is my favorite. I'm going to say this to chat in case you've never seen it before. But my favorite advertisement is John West Tuna. If anyone Googles John West Tuna, man versus bear, I promise you'll laugh. It's the funniest 30 seconds you'll ever see.
John West Tuna. I'll have to see it. I had a boss one time. Speaking of bears, he did a commercial. Whit would know this. He did a commercial hugging a bear. He hugged a real bear in life for the Minnesota lottery. So if you ever seen that commercial, it's from like 15, 18 years ago.
I've hugged a bear.
It's one of my former bosses. You hugged a bear?
I've hugged a bear.
I've never hugged a
live
one.
It's not a big bear. It was, in Australia, they call it a koala, which koala means bear anyway. So I actually hugged a small koala.
A koala? Koalas aren't bears.
Yeah, the actual name for koala actually translates to bear. So people call it a koala bear, but you're saying bear twice.
Koalas are like marsupials. They're marsupials, whatever that word means. That's what they are.
A koala is a bear, and marsupials a wombat or a kangaroo.
What's a marsupial?
It's when you got like a pouch, and you keep a pouch in the front, and you keep the inside, the babies inside the pouches and stuff like that.
That's literally the definition of marsupial?
Oh, there's other stuff. I'm not an animal thing.
Like, is it really like...
I'm trying to say, Google it. Anyone Google it and say...
Koala is a bear?
Yeah. But the word koala means bear. So when people sit there and go, a koala bear, it means koala anyway.
It means bear. That's what they're saying. Like, I can understand a panda bear. Like, panda bears make sense, but koala bears, I feel like... Nah, I'm not gonna give them bear status.
I think
they're not taking bear status. That's it. They're done.
I think I've never.
All the bears aren't bears.
I think I've never came on one of your streams and you've ever went, Holtz. That's correct. I think you've always questioned it.
Holtz, you're supposed to show us some cakes.
Do you know what? Right, it's put in chat. It's been very hot the last 2 days. 74 we've been having. So in the end, it's not baking weather. But I tried to go to the shop today to get some egg custard tarts because you were mentioning them.
They didn't have them?
Well, here, all the old ladies have got very good sweet tooths. And I said this, you can buy like 4 for $1. and they're so good. They definitely put you on. They would definitely give you diabetes and make you obese, but they are so good. And you didn't know what egg
trade-offs.
custard is. So egg custard's shaped like a tartlet, and it's made out of like short crust pastry. And what is, you mix like your sugar, your milk or cream, you put vanilla extract in it, and you top it up with nutmeg on top. You throw them in the oven and cook them. Absolutely gorgeous.
I need to see. You know, I looked this up and I couldn't make from heads from tails on this one, Holtz. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you.
I was shaking my head because I always look down on America in their department because they love like stuff and they think they invented it. So they think they invented the apple pie. They never invented the apple pie. The English invented the apple pie.
Holtz, this is blasphemy. This is blasphemy. Do we have a person named Johnny Appleseed? Do you have anybody famous in Elfland named Johnny Appleseed?
We have a meme. We actually say like a joke where we say it's as original as the American apple pie. Because American apple pie is not original. So when people say English dishes or United Kingdom dishes as bland,
oh my gosh, he calls Doc. This one, he's not only calling us fat, he's saying we're not original. There's only two types of people in the world, Holtz. Let me tell you this. American and non-American. American and non-American. You need to get on the right side of the fence on that one.
Yeah. the best thing about the United Kingdom, and a lot of people don't know this, is that we got invaded by the Romans. And the Romans brought a lot of stuff over to our country well before America was established. So in the end, we had all these pies and cakes, and we made our own original recipes, and they're so delicious. Victoria sponge cake, jam roly-poly, apple pie. We even made banoffee. I never have an argument with art. We made banoffee, and Americans think that you made banoffee. You never made banoffee flavoring. The English did.
Oh my God. So Holtz, here's the thing. You just mentioned what do you call yourselves? The official name, the British? Call yourself the British? Is that politically correct nowadays? Can I say the British?
You can call me British, English. You can call me a Liverpoolian.
British or English? Now you have two names. Great. Okay, great. The country has two names.
It's like
fine. Fine.
A lot of people don't know this because a lot of people think Britain is England, and England is made of 3 countries. We've got Scotland in the north, England sort of a lot of the coast, and then we've got Wales. The United Kingdom is made of Northern Ireland.
It sounds like you're trying to make up for something there. Okay, fine. You can take Wales, which is Ocean Day, so we're going to say Wales. You can take the Romans. You can take Scotland, Ireland, Britain. You can take all those people. You know what they all have in common? They all lost because America's a winner. America, winner. Chicken dinner.
You're as winner as a hot dog that you never made neither. Hot dogs and burgers. It's German.
Hey, Doc wants to know why we can't see you.
Why can't you
see? Your camera's up. We're seeing the back of your room. Your camera's not pointed towards you.
I did not even know I had my camera on.
You have your camera on.
I didn't even notice. I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah.
I should have a sock puppet, shouldn't I? And like,
you should. I mean, but guys, don't give him a break. He's not American. He's not American. You know, they don't do this there. They're a little slow. So I'm gonna talk to Holtz. Like, Holtz, your camera is on.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was on.
I'm gonna talk to him really slow, really loud. Because they can understand it that way. Oh my gosh. This Phoenix, we gotta hear it. Technically challenged. I don't know. Like I said, you got two types of people. You got either American or non-American. Winners or losers. You pick which one you want to be. But I'll tell you who I am.
Someone that doesn't enjoy cakes. That's what you're
the winner.
You don't enjoy cakes. That's the end of it.
Oh my gosh. We don't enjoy cakes. Here we go. You created a cake, Holtz. And for anybody who wants to come in, obviously chat's right there.
Yeah.
But we're talking to Holtz.
This is not even about Americans, like an apple pie, for example. This is about like pear pie got made in like Asia. and you all walk around eating pear pie, apple pie, all them other pies. Like, oh, the USA is the pie country. No, it's not. You call a pizza a pie? Doesn't make sense.
Pizza pie. We are. We may not have invented everything, but I'll be damned if we don't make everything better because it's America. USA.
You actually think you're Apple here. You didn't create nothing, but you actually started something.
Hey, Science Cyber, what's up? We're talking to Holtz here about we're redefining America's greatness on this channel here because Holtz is trying to defend England. How many wars have we had to bail you out of?
Hey, listen, this is not what wars. This is about me and Severin talking about cakes, and we started on cakes, and we were talking.
We started about cakes and cakes. I like big cakes.
You like big cakes. You cannot lie.
I just found this out. Cakes mean because Severin's not on the chat. I did not know this, y'all. But if you need to know, cakes translates to butts. We didn't know this. I didn't know this.
I only found that out a few months ago.
What, cakes and butts are the same thing?
Yeah, it was in a movie. Someone went, "Oh, damn, girl, back that cake up," and I was like, "What cake?
Back that cake up?
Back that cake up, like, girl, back that cake up." I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah. So I think we had this question in chat on Sunday, and I don't think we ever answered it, Holtz. If someone has a flat butt, do we say they're buttless?
How can they have a flat butt? Do people have flat butts?
There's people with flat butts. There's people with flat butts. There's people with flat butts.
I've never seen a flat butt in my life.
There's people with flat butts for sure. There's people with like butts that go in.
So do you have flat butts, but do you have curves in like male and female? Do you have curves in the right places and it's just above flat?
It's just like straight, and then you have some that go in. We need examples. Y'all can look it up if you Google you can Google flat butt and it comes up. I'm pretty sure your princess in England has a flat butt, but that you didn't hear that from me. That's what I've been told.
What princess? What princess?
Oh my gosh, because she's not American, y'all.
She's not a princess.
Yeah, she is.
Are you talking about Harry's wife?
No, the other one.
Which other one? Oh, Kate. Okay,
I guess that's her name. William's
wife. I was confused there, going, which princess? Then I realised, yeah.
Yeah, that one. That's the word on the street. I have never met her in real life.
I've never actually watched the news, and I went, "There's Kate Middleton's butt," and she's like, "I've never actually." She's waving, and everyone's like, "She's got a flat ass."
That's why they don't show the back, because that's why they only show her waving. Now you know. Now you know.
I mean, I've never heard the word.
Cameras.
We didn't use the word butt. We use the word arse. Very posh. Arse.
Oh my gosh, that is the poshest thing I've heard.
No, we don't speak like that. We'd say. So.
Oh my god. Well, now you know. Now you know.
So if anyone sees a big ass, you know it's butt, and you know it's a cake.
You know it's a. So what type of cake would be like a? Like, does a cake define the size?
Well, here in this sort of, we have
like, do we say that's a cupcake? That's a pound cake. Like, that's a vanilla cake.
Here in the British Bake Off.
That's a chocolate cake.
Have you heard this?
Like, you do that? Do we do it like that?
Here in the British Bake Off, you never want a soggy bottom. That's what you never have in a cake. Never have a soggy bottom.
Never have a soggy. You know, what would that even look like?
Well, no, when you get like sort of the moistness of like the pastry at the bottom, it's all floppy and it doesn't hold nothing. That's the definition. So you never have a soggy bottom.
It's floppy.
No, so it doesn't hold the consistency of the cake. It just falls apart. It's got all the.
But a really good cake doesn't like a really cooked cake just like slosh around anyway. Just like
No, the base has to be solid. So that's what I'm saying. You need a steady, solid bottom.
It's just a side. Okay, so it has to be. You like firm. You like
That's why it's got a nice firm that you can just top. You can put any. Yeah, exactly.
you like it nice and firm, nice and like you can bounce a quarter off of.
Exactly. Just enough to put between the lips. So.
That's how Holtz likes his cakes.
That's how everyone should like the cakes.
That's how everybody should like. But everybody, as long as you're eating cakes, or as long as you enjoy a good cake, you're good with me.
Enough filling, then you're all right.
No, you don't like filling with your cake.
No, you want the more filling, the better.
The more filling, the better. But you don't like a cake that's like dripping with oozing stuff out of it, do you?
It's got the bottom part can't be the base. You can't have a sog. That's what they call it, a soggy bottom. If the chef from like the famous chef, they go never have a soggy bottom.
Never have. Wait, so King C, you don't like cakes? Do you like cupcakes? Are you a cookie type?
Well, you called us the other day. We had from Fairyland. I was like, we do actually have something called a fairy cake.
A fairy cake.
Yeah, it's like
does it have rainbows?
You can actually have rainbows on it.
Yeah, rainbows on the fairy.
They're very like sometimes you get a soft butterscotch on it.
Butterscotch, like a little
icing. So it's like a little butter. Oh, to say it, it's more buttery, but it's got like butterscotch on it, and you put icing on top of it as well. Nice little flavors.
That's getting fancy.
The kids usually eat it. Fairy cakes.
Kids are eating the fairy cakes.
Yeah.
This is why they're making laws in Florida. Kids shouldn't be eating fairy cakes. I'm done. Oh my God.
There's the Americans in Florida. We're not having home economics, home baking anymore because the kids are making fairy cakes.
The kids are in their fairy cakes, they're taking those are the books they're banning, are the recipe books for the fairy cakes. Oh my gosh.
In the English fairy cakes.
Oh my gosh. Not true story, y'all. They're not even reading the fairy cake books. They're just saying that's a fairy cake book, you're out of here. So you can't do it.
You ask them to define a fairy, they haven't got a clue. They just hate everything.
They just do ice cream cakes. Oh my gosh, Ja, ice cream cakes. This is like two things in one.
Well, I've said
this is like you take a bite out of it and it just melts in your mouth.
When I was a kid, we got told a jam donut, if you cut it in half and you add ice cream on top of it, it was a very American thing to do. And when I was a kid, if you got a American cream soda and you added a scoop of ice cream, that was called something that was American. So every time I speak to Americans, did you ever eat that? They was like, what are you on about?
Well, it's called a root beer float. But people put root beer, but I've already said that degrades both the ice cream and the float before.
Yeah, this was cream soda.
Cream soda. No, we don't do cream soda. Don't do a cream soda. I don't believe in cream sodas.
Here, if you come over here, you can actually see it on the shelves, American cream soda.
I don't believe cream soda to me is like someone made a carbonated drink and they were just like, this is cream soda. I can't stand it. It's not a real drink. It's not.
I'm still confused what a root beer is. Every time you keep on mentioning it, I'm like, is it a beer? Is it actually alcoholic?
Yes, it's a beer.
Is it alcoholic?
Let's slow down there, okay? It's a beer, okay? That's all you need to know. It's a beer. It's the best tasting beer.
Is it made out of hops and barley and stuff like that?
I don't even know what that means. You're talking loser talk now, Holtz.
Loser
You're talking loser talk. This is how y'all talking Britain.
Right there, I've explained.
This is not winter talk. We're in the USA right now. We don't talk loser talk.
I'm asking a simple question, and it's like, what's a root beer? And you're like, I don't know. It's a root beer. A root beer is a root beer.
Look, I'm American. If I don't know what you're saying, Holtz, I'm just going to get angry.
Yeah.
And you don't want to see me angry. I'm just going to start talking louder and getting angrier because I don't know what you're talking about.
As long as it's on my shelf, I don't need to know what's in it.
As long as it says made in USA,
Exactly.
That's all I need to know.
That's all that matters, isn't it? As long as it says that. Could be anything in a root beer.
Look, as long as it says USA, as long as it bleeds red, white, and blue, that's all that matters.
To me, root means like root vegetables. Is it made out of potatoes? Is it made out of beetroot? What is it made out of?
Who cares? Who cares? It's made out of goodness. It's made out of patriotism. That's what it's made out of.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's actually made out of fat. People's fat. They're just getting liquefied. And there you go.
Yeah, no, it's... Hey, you know, as long if it's made out of fat and it's what you like to make your cake out of,
that's where it's all going.
You can have your cake and eat it too. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's made of, isn't it? That's where it's going to, straight to their cake.
You know, you can have your cake and eat it too.
So we know what. Best. So we know what cake tastes like. Root beer.
Oh my god! You know, if they had a cake that tasted like root beer, that would be like. That would be like our next thing.
So would you eat a whole cake? Would you finish it all?
You know, I think I would. And y'all, I think it's for our next thing that when you do something you should never do. So root beer and cake, never do because it's going to be cataclysmic. So with that, y'all know it's International Ghostbusters Day. So I'm going to give you my next clip. Hold it right there, Holtz. I'm going to give my next clip, and then we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, Holtz. 1 second. 1 second. Here it is, y'all. Never cross streams, y'all. Never cross streams, and never put your root beer in your cake together.
My favorite part's when he lights up the proton pack the first time, and he go. Ray.
I was going to do that one. I was going to do that one.
Just spoiled that one as well.
I was going to do that one.
There's another one. Okay, there's another one. You don't actually have the end, roughly the end of number 1 when he summoned the Destroyer.
Oh my gosh, I don't have. I have a couple of them.
When Beckman goes,
3 more.
I never chose nothing. Did you choose something? Did you choose something? No. And he looks to Ray, and Ray goes, I can't help it. It just popped in. What popped in, Ray? Something from my childhood that I could never ever think would ever harm us. And then it's Stay Puft Marshmallow.
Oh my gosh. I have 3 more. If I had known it was going to be this much fun, we would have added some more. But
my twin, we had the whole house, the Ecto one. I was always a big Slimer fan. My twin was always a Marshmallow man and stuff like that. So
no, it's awesome. Well, Holtz, it's been amazing. If we don't have anybody, definitely come back on because we definitely want to see you talk more cake talk.
I need to actually see who's coming on now and see how they can match the cake.
Okay, let's see. Oh, we got it. All right, Holtz. We'll see. We'll bring you off, and I'm going to surprise you here.
All
right. Here we are. Obi Rose Kenobi.
Yo. What is going on, Obi? How you doing? How you been? ¿Cómo estás, mi hija? What is going on? So listen. I gotta ask you. I know you saw the Summer Game Fest, right? Yo,
yes, Purple, I did.
All I need you to do, I need you to commit to me. And here's what I need you to commit. That MK1. Come on, you could do it, homie. You could do it. I'm going to need you to show up. I'm going to need you to push some buttons. I'm going to need you to come play this Mortal Kombat.
I told you. So my brother is a huge Mortal Kombat fan. So I will be getting Mortal Kombat day and date.
That's awesome.
I will be getting it day and date, and I will be, I will learn how to block.
Oh,
in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. That might help you. Un poco, mi amiga.
Just love it. I'll learn how to block. I'll do that.
Check this out. How you doing, Ghostbusters? That's like one of my favorite movies of all time, yo. That movie is dope. And yo, shout out to Holtz, because Holtz was like, yo, when they summon this thing, yo, that whole scene is lit. Because he's all like, goes out, I got Tharian, and then Bill Murray looks back and he's like, hi. You know, it's like, what are you thinking, Ray? This is what you're doing, Ray? This is how we're going out, Ray?
Oh my God. I love it. There's so many. So I was choosing the clips I wanted to bring in for the show, and there was just so many. But if I had known, I would have brought in more. Like I would have brought in at least like 10 or 12. But I only brought in a handful.
Listen, I always say this, and I'm a true 90s baby, but it's fitting you said 84 because it's like, yo, that was a great year, right? Like that was when Purple Rain came out. Like it was, and When Doves Cry was #1 on the Billboard. Yo, 84 was all that in a bag of chips with the dip, right?
80.
But yeah, 84 is that year. But yo, they don't do it like they used to. So I always say like, there's nothing coming back like the 90s. It was the greatest of the last eras ever. Oh, hi, Cammy. How are you doing? Look at this. I'm seeing the comedy. Oh, I'm sorry. How y'all doing? It's cool. But yeah, yo, I'm like, yo, you're never going to get anything great like that again. Like, think about it. You're never going to see another movie like Fight Club, right? Like, you know, his name was Robert Paulson. Oh
my God. Those are iconic. 90s had a lot of iconic movies.
That's what I'm saying. That's never coming back.
Oh
right?
my
Why?
gosh. Let me
because
think.
as soon as somebody's like, his name was Robert Paulson, you're probably gonna get sued for something. You pick now.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think. Yo, do we have any so the 80s? When does a movie become iconic, right? Because like I can think of early 2000 movies that were like comedies that are somewhat like Mean Girls.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mean Girls is like iconic in a lot of ways. But
so here's how I look at it. The way I see it is not only does the movie have to be iconic, it's got to touch like pop, right? Like pop culture. Like even people who wouldn't regularly watch this movie, like they know about this movie. And on top of that, it's got to sometime border a cult classic. But there can be a cult classic that is iconic, but it's not pop based, if that makes sense. Like the movie U-Turn. A lot of people may not remember this movie, but how great is U-Turn? It's a cult classic. John Voight. You got my sister. I almost said Angelina Lopez. That's not her name. Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, I was mixing them together. I don't know why. Jennifer Lopez.
Whoa! Like, you mixing Angelina Jolie and Jennifer Lopez together?
Yeah. You know, hey, I'm sorry. You know, I'm only one person. I'm only a man. I don't mean to do it. I'm so sorry.
How is that? They're not even like the same universe,
I know, right? I don't even know how that happened. It just, you know what? They were all running a marathon in my head. I'm okay with it. I'm sure they're okay with it.
Speaking of, one has cake and one doesn't. You know,
here we go with the cake talk. Yo, I was cracking up. Yo, she was like chocolate. I was like, yo, what we got going on here? Yo, I was dying. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all was wilding right now. I'm like, yo, you a whole y'all have me rolling. And then somebody was like ice cream cake, and you were like, oh, that's two different things. I'm like, yo, y'all was
John's talking about ice cream cake. John likes to get it cold and then like heat it up. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like, yo, y'all wildin'.
Oh, I'm just saying. It was I just know cake. So for King C, I know cake. I don't have to love it to know it, you know, and vice versa. Right.
Hey, listen. This is all I got to say about the cake situation. Everybody got cake. You know, no more, no less. All right.
So you're on the bandwagon that everybody has cake.
Hey, I don't care who you are, where you're from. I mean, if you didn't have it, you can't sit, I guess. I mean, that's how I look at it. You know?
I mean,
that would like suck. You try to sit down and you just slide. Like that would be horrible, right? You just like, it's like going down. Yeah, that'd be horrible. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. So,
okay.
You know.
So Cowboy, you know, he said the only cake he has is ice cream cake.
Yeah.
But, you know, Cowboy is one of those types that
Listen. I don't take the Cowboys seriously anymore. I'm gonna tell you why I don't take the Cowboys seriously. He over there acting like he hurt because he had soldier surgery. He better grow up and be a man. I had soldier surgery. Oh, I was out. I couldn't feel my arm. Oh, the doctor gave me 4 stitches. Yeah, I was in your show today, Cowboy. Oh, look at this. Oh, it was a tattoo. I don't want to hear it. He always crying about something. But I'm gonna tell you one thing he cannot cry about. He'll lie about it, but he can't cry about. That one thing is, he cannot beat me in Street Fighter 6. He won't even game fly the game. I game fly everything. You won't game fly a grade A ASS whooping. I know you won't do that. I didn't say that.
You heard it. You heard it here. Obi Rose has just called out the Cowboy on this channel. And yeah, I mean, in obviously Cowboy took, obviously the game's been out. Shout out to Street Fighter 6. I heard it's doing great stuff. Good job, Capcom. But yeah, I guess Severin, we heard it. I don't know if it's a challenge. Cowboy's not.
Listen, I'm gonna say it like this. I know he's not gonna accept it because that would mean he would actually have to commit. Like, you remember what happened in Mortal Kombat tournament, right? That's why I'm calling you now, my Mortal Kombat homie. In fact, I know you're. I hope you're hosting another Mortal Kombat tournament, right? That way he can show up and cry when he loses again. Oh, I was trying to, and it was no, we didn't forget. I didn't forget.
Oh my gosh! Yes, yeah. He is. Well, if Mortal Kombat is crossplay, because we were able to do that on Stadia.
So let me tell you, it was really, really cool. Shout out to Holt. Yesterday, Holt and I got to play a little bit yesterday. That was really, really cool. So I'm like, yo, this is really cool, but it is supposed to be crossplay. That would be awesome. But yeah, I'm looking to have fun and fight some people and get the stress off from the day. That's all. You know how it goes. Push some buttons.
I will definitely do it. Well, Obi Rose,
listen, thanks for having me, Perps. I appreciate you.
Bring you back on because we have our next guest here.
Yeah. Before I go, I want to say one more thing. One of the greatest clips from Ghostbusters, I got to tell you about this, is when he pulls the sheet from the table and he's like, the table is still standing and all the glass is broke. Just wanted to say that.
If I had known that there was other Ghostbuster fans, I would have brought more clips. I only have 3 more, but yeah. So we have someone here. Thank you, Obi Rose.
Buenas noches, mi amiga.
Thank you so much. International Ghostbusters say thank you again, Obi Rose. Keep it coming. All right, y'all. We have our next guest today. And we have 2 guests, but we have our next one right now. We have
Purple. Tell him stop playing with me, Purple. Tell him stop playing with me. Hey, Purple, see this? I got my stuff off today. I still got the lines that the surgeon put on me. 4 stitches, 2 here, 1 here. Hey, Purple, they stuck the big thing in my neck. I got this. I got scars to prove. Hey, Purple, he's lucky. Hold on. All right, I almost fell the other day. Hold on, let's see if I can do this. Because if I fall, right,
oh my God, Callie, you're about to go into it.
Calm down. Yeah, I ain't doing that. But Purple, listen. Let me tell you something about Obi Rose. I'm going to tell you something about Obi Rose Kenobi. This guy is the tallest goof. He's tall and big. And listen, this goof always got something to say. He does this little Street Fighter. We all watch him go on Street Fighter and get trashed by everybody. Like, let me tell you something. He started playing fighting games 2 years ago. Now you think he's good. The bro don't know the basics. He could do all the combos in the world. I be sweeping him. I'm like, bro, you want to block low at some point? Man.
So it sounds like we challenge accepted. Street Fighter challenge accepted.
Well, first of all, Street Fighter is for losers, so I don't play Street Fighter. Now,
so they're for the British.
When September 19th, Mortal Kombat 1 comes out, he could come see me in a real game. That's what he could do. That's what he could do.
Mortal Kombat 1, we saw it today coming out. I will be getting it day and date. I'll be getting it day and date. Look at that.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
All right, to be honest with you, so I can't move my arm more than this. So they took the thing off today. Yeah, I can't, so my arm was taped up for a week, and I went to the doctors today. I can't, this is it. So I'm going tomorrow. This is it. Once I start moving, hey, Purple, I'm gonna show you how real I am, Purple. I'm gonna give you guys a little heads up. You see what's in this, Purple? You know I'm a vlogger, so this is the problem with Obi. He's fake and I'm real. Purple, you the first person on your show gonna see this. Purple, this is my surgery in description form. They had to write it out for me to tell me exactly what they did. The video will be coming soon. See that? See that? But hold on. Guys, because Purple Haze is the flyest. This the pictures of my surgery. Cowboy keeps it. All right, you gonna see this here first on purple. Make
Oh
sure
my
you
gosh,
plug
am I
it.
gonna get banned? Am I gonna get blocked? YouTube gonna block me? I don't know.
Hey, purple. Imagine I'm gonna be like, listen, she got pictures of my surgery. You got blocked that. They gonna be like, listen, that's you that put them up there. It don't matter. Block that. But yeah, purple. It's crazy. I go to physical therapy tomorrow. My first physical therapy. I can't go back to work for another 5 weeks, which is cool with me. I'm like, because first I was like, I'm trying to go back to work in 3 weeks. So I was off work for one week. I went to the doctor today. He was like, so you still trying to go back fast? I said, yeah, about that. I think I want that full 6 weeks because I want to play some more games. I don't beat Spider-Man Remastered. I don't beat Miles Morales. Anyway, all right, I digress. So, yeah, Purple, what's going on? What's up with
Not
these
much.
cakes? What's up with this cake stuff?
This is something that Severin Evans brought to my chat on Sunday. Severin Evans brought the cake talk on Sunday. And then
no, I was gonna tell you, I mean, people always be like, yo, the cowboy, bro, man got
oh my gosh!
I'm just saying, they be like, no, I be like, I'm just saying. Now Obi Rose, Obi Rose be like this.
Oh my gosh, y'all! This is how to get y'all. This is how to get.
I ain't just got up top. And look, I ain't working.
Oh my!
I ain't have a full workout in almost a year. Look at the cow. This is not working out for almost a year. The Obi all jacked up on steroids. But hey man, he better stop playing. He better stop playing, Purple. Right?
There, y'all heard it here, Cowboy. So what type of cake, Cowboy, would you say you have?
I mean, so I like ice cream cake, but if we talk about what type of cake the Cowboy has, man, I got those them bun cakes. You know what I'm saying? Purple?
Bun cake. How's a bun cake?
You know what I'm saying? Purple, I got the bun cake, right?
We got our next guest is
Purple. I can't never brush my teeth in the morning without my wife walking by. I'm like, what you doing, yo? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Purple, them glazed bun cakes. Listen, all right?
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying. Listen, you got the cowboy out here. I'm keeping it real, Purple. We're going to entertain for these people.
Oh my gosh, you are definitely entertaining.
But when you got fakes like Obi on here, did he even show his face? Wait, Purple, was his camera on?
His camera was not on.
His camera wasn't on. That's right, because he's ugly as hell and he don't like to show his face. And he's a fake, two-faced phony.
Yes. Well, Cowboy, we have King C says they need to talk to you.
All right. King C, just hit me up, man. Actually, what's cool is King C was watching my thing, and when I rated it, I said, bro, hang in there. Purple is a dope content creator. You're going to want to check her out. So he came with the read.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you, King C. As you can tell, today's topics are both Ghostbusters, cakes, orcas.
Two type of cakes.
2 types of cakes, ice cream cake and a bun cake.
Bun cakes. Yep.
Bun cakes. Cowboy, thank you so much. Thank you for having. We're gonna have our next guest come on, but if you want to stay around, we're gonna keep circling until we get everybody. But if you want to stay around,
I ain't got nowhere to go.
I see. Well, thank you.
They just told me today I'm allowed to get in a car for more than 2 hours now. I'm like, oh, for real? So I ain't got nowhere to go. My wife's gone. I'll be around.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Cowboy, for stopping by. And thanks for rating. All right. Our next one, y'all. This is someone who we've been trying to get back on the channel. He's on here for the first time, but he's no stranger to the channel. We got Cloud Data Media, aka Tech University.
Yes. Thank you for having me on the show.
Cloud, what is going on? Where have you been?
Yo, you know I'm one of the most elusive Pokemons on the index, so it's hard to catch me. But I usually work with a partner. His name is Jersey Finest. So usually when you see Jersey, you see me, or vice versa most of the time. So usually I'm almost 90% sure I'm almost on Jersey's back. Like when that whole thing you did with Jersey, I was right there the whole time.
Oh, you know what? We need to get you on. You know, Jersey, we set it up and we need to get you on. Get your story told. Because I know you have a story, especially in glad you're here, Cloud. All seriousness. Glad you are here.
Oh man, I'm super appreciative still be breathing air. So yeah, I will gladly come on and do an interview. Yo, let's talk about some games real quick.
Let's talk about games because this is a gaming channel at the end of the day.
All right, expectations for Sunday. Go.
For the
Microsoft.
Xbox Showcase?
Yep.
You know, I just want to see contraband gameplay. You know, I'm not a big showcase type of person, to tell you the truth, but I think they're gonna knock it out the park for a showcase. That is.
Okay, that's honest. PlayStation's showcase grade A through F. Go.
You know, I don't know. What can I say? A C plus?
Yeah, this shit great.
C plus. We'll do
grading
C+.
that on the curve, or is that the raw score?
If it's on the curve, so far they would. I think I would say PlayStation's was better than the Summer Game Fest. I wasn't impressed with Summer Game Fest. So
Me either, but I think that's always like a tuner. Like it's always like you know how championship fighters always fight a tuning fight before the real fight. Like I just always look at Summer Games Fest as a tuner fight. It's nothing serious. You know what I mean? Hey, you still can lose in a tuner fight. It's just, you know, we're not expecting you to. We're expecting things to just go over smoothly. You know, and that's what I thought that Summer Games Fest went over smoothly, as it should.
Did well. And Cloud, we're gonna come back to you, but you know, last time I did this type of show, I told people about these new type of dog treats. And Remy, my dog, he's kind of barking. So I want to show everybody what I was talking about, what they have for dog treats. Okay, if you're eating, you may want to turn away. But this is a dog treat, Cloud. You're seeing this live. Okay, this is a dog treat. I don't know if you can see this.
Oh, that looked like a husk of is that bone marrow dug out?
This is the trachea
of a
cow. That's what they have for dog treats now. This is the actual trachea of the cow. This is what they give dogs now.
Oh, that's dope.
That's crazy, right? That's
like
crazy.
you're talking to somebody who likes to watch his snake eat. So like this is normal for me. I really don't mind that type of edibleness right there.
So there it is. There it is for you, Jinx and Holtz, who are saying free Remy. He is about to eat that.
How big is the dog?
You haven't seen Remy?
Is it a pit bull?
No, Remy, get over here. I'll pull him up. Give me a second. Ooh. There you go. You're right here.
So it's not a rat. Okay, all right, it's a real dog.
Yeah. You know, he got a big heart.
No, it's amazing because guys always act, always act like we have the most testosterone and bravado and stuff like that, and then you see him walking little baby dogs, little lap dogs.
Oh.
And then in my neighborhood, right, I'll see men walk the lap dogs, they'll walk the poodles, and then the women will walk Doberman pinchers. It blows my mind to see a woman walk a real dog on one side of the street and then a dude walk a poodle on the other side. It's crazy to me. My neighborhood.
It worked. You know, I grew up. We had a Rottweiler growing up, so I'm used. So if you notice, he has Rottweiler markings. But he ain't no Rottweiler. But yeah. No, I think I'm a dog person. So you know.
I'm a dog person as well. Cat people suck. Let's get that out there. Like cat people do suck. You know why? You know why? Because dog people, we love to go to dog park, talk to other dog owners. We're pack people. We like to run in a pack. Cat owners, they're loners. They're sad people. They're depressed most of the time. Listen, dog owners, we're winning. We're mostly happy. This is true. You walk in your house, you see a cat. No, your cat's probably somewhere ignoring you like 98% of the time. You walk in the house, your dog is right there, happy to see you. So cat people suck to me. And snake people are the greatest. I'll tell you that. Whoever owns snakes, they're real MVPs. Snakes and lizards.
Snakes and lizards. So that's interesting because I actually have ran across a few snake people. And y'all are always really proud of it. You're really proud to be. So
it was a fear of mine. That's why I'm proud.
So tell me why are you gravitating towards the snake? Like, what is it that snakes?
First of all,
what about it?
I like to take a little saying from another YouTuber. It's a noodle with a head. Okay, so imagine how life is scary with arms and legs, thumbs, disposable thumbs, stuff like that. You have no arms, legs, none of that type.
You say
of stuff.
Disposable thumbs? Like they dispose of themselves?
No, like we have like thumbs, legs, arms.
Oh, I think she said disposable thumbs. I was like, what animal has a disposable thumb?
So imagine how life is scary for just regular people. Now imagine how life is scary for a snake, a noodle with a head, and they navigate life. They've been here for millions of years. So how can you not respect it? It's a species that's not really domesticated, but we own them. And I love to see them eat. I love to hold them now. Like I used to be terrified of snakes. I'm still terrified of a lot of things, but snakes are no longer on that list. Even venomous snakes. So yeah.
Interesting. Well,
so spider people are cool too. I want to shout out to that comment. Spider people are dope as well. Cause I will not own a tarantula to save my life, but I will own a pit viper. I will own a pit viper over a tarantula.
Well, we are going to get back to spiders and snakes here in a second, Cloud. But first, because it's International Ghostbusters Day and Holtz did the hashtag Ghostbusters, we're going to get another one of my favorite clips from the movie. I love this joke. I love what it said at the end. I love that line.
Ghostbusters is literally one of the hardest movies to duplicate, energy wise, script wise.
It's so amazing.
It's literally if you had a handful of movies where you're just like, these are untouchable, Ghostbusters has to go in there. And I'm a fan of Beetlejuice, so Beetlejuice would have to go in there too.
Beetlejuice, we should do a Beetlejuice one. Oh my gosh, Beetlejuice is good too. I love Ghostbusters, obviously.
But Ghostbusters should never be. I mean, I like the last one with the Stranger Things kid, but it's not the same energy. Not even with the all-female cast. It's just not duplicatable. So I would love for Hollywood to stop touching Ghostbusters, period, because you're ruining the whole franchise, except for the last one. The last one, I think, is for the
can't ruin it. It can't. It's the foundation will always be there. That's me personally, but I think they all have for me personally, I think they all have a special place. But I respect you.
Even like, because I'm like, I was expecting the all-female cast to be a little bit better than it was. So I was like, oh, we're doing this. We could have just had these ladies do any type of sci-fi and it would have been okay. We didn't have to attach Ghostbusters, the name Ghostbusters to it to sell it. But yeah, I really just think that old Ghostbusters should be left
untouchable. You're just saying,
it's
definitely classic.
Like Resident Evil movies. Like just don't copy the games anymore. Like just leave them alone. But yeah, Ghostbusters are untouchable.
So we have some good ones also. Back to the Future roster. That's another one very good. That's good lines. And Goonies. Goonies, such a good one.
Goonies never say die.
I should start bringing clips in of these.
Well,
some of
Goonies
these.
is actually one of the reasons why my name is Data. So,
Really? Don't
Yeah.
ruin it. We're gonna have to bring you on. We're gonna bring your story. We're gonna bring you on eventually. So don't ruin it right now because I do want to find out why. But
yeah, I'm a big Goonies and Star Trek fan. So yeah, that'll give you some clues right there.
oh, Star Trek. Okay. Like it. I like it. Me gusta. No. So Cloud, what is going on with you? So what predictions? Ask you the same questions. Predictions for the Xbox showcase.
I'm expecting Hindenburg.
You're expecting it to go up and burn.
Yeah, because one thing I've learned in a whole like the competition between Xbox and PlayStation is Xbox should say nothing. It should always say nothing until the dust settles, and then they should take people's consensus and then spread it on the internet, right? Because if you say none of our games are going to be CGI trailers in response to PlayStation, I'll just be like, they've been kicking your teeth in for the last 8 years. You cannot put a candle to PlayStation. I would expect this, since what is the president or the vice president went out and tweeted a whole bunch of stuff trying to clown the PlayStation showcase. I expect this to be flawless. Since I know it's not going to be flawless, it's going to be Hindenburg, because you shouldn't have opened your mouth in the first place. Now that I heard your vice president speak about what was going to happen at the showcase, I'm expecting fireworks. Because one thing Jim Ryan didn't do before the showcase for PlayStation is come out and say something bad about Xbox or something like that. They didn't have to do anything to get publicity for people to come watch. Microsoft, on the other hand, wanted to stick their foot in your mouth by putting themselves in the middle so they can get more publicity and shine on their show. So since they did that, I'm expecting it to be up to par. But track record shows that it wouldn't be. So, but yeah, my predictions is Hindenburg. I want Microsoft to this always fail. I love it when they fail. It's basically become
but they're gaming company. What's good for one company is good for all companies in gaming. No,
I'd just rather just deal with PC, Nintendo, and PlayStation, because they're the only people out here trying to push gaming forward. They're not trying to buy gaming. They're trying to push it forward with new IPs and new ideas, and not trying to buy new IPs and new ideas. I like when people create stuff. I like when people actually acquire stuff. But if you think you're just going to buy everything and have a monopoly on the game, I want you to, it's like now you're becoming the Patriots. That's who Microsoft has become with your pocketbook. You become Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. I want to see you lose in every Super Bowl. If you think you're just going to buy every team, everybody, it's not baseball. It's not the Yankees. So I don't want to see every big name studio under Microsoft's umbrella. But if you're going to do it, all right, it better have perfect standards, because I have high standards because I'm coming from PlayStation and PC. And what I've just seen coming out of Redfall, I expect nothing but flames, carnage, blood, and bones. I mean, what are we expecting? Fable to be finished and have a date for 2024? I don't know. I just don't trust Microsoft. I have all the faith in Sony, all the faith in PC, Nintendo, even Steam Deck. Valve has my support and faith. I don't have faith in Xbox. They can't give me anything. They destroyed Purple. They destroyed Halo. Like, once you destroy Master Chief, what can you say to me? Like, what? That's like me going to your house and finding your dog and then be like, yeah, we're taking him with us. You be like, yo, what are you doing? Like, your mascot of your house is your dog. Imagine if I destroyed your dog. Like, yeah, we're gonna do this Purple. We're gonna have Forge. We're gonna have multiplayer co-op here there, and then I did none of that. Of course, you'd be disappointed. I was there for the beginning of Halo. The videos that y'all see, that most of y'all young people see of people playing couch co-op, I was one of those people. So I expect Xbox to just crash and burn. But as far as the PlayStation showcase, I'll give it a D. My feelings was
So
very
you're upset with all of gaming right now because you're like you're hoping Xbox crash and fails. You're saying PlayStation got a D.
yeah.
So you're just gaming to
Well, at least
you.
I'm not biased, because a lot of people will hear that conversation and be like, "Well, he's a Sony pony." I'm like, "Well, if you think that's what I got to say about Microsoft, well, wait till you hear what I have to say about the showcase for Sony." I think it was a D to an F. Like, of course, we get to see Spider-Man. Yeah, D to an F. All right, so the tweet was real that the vice president of Microsoft said. It wasn't like he wasn't telling the truth. I'm able to see a hard truth. 3 out of the 4 PlayStation IPs, first party IPs, is CGI trailers. Like, we can't have that at a PlayStation showcase. You didn't have one in 16, 18 plus months. So you have to come out correct. It was so bad that Jim Ryan did a soft kind of Phil Spencer. He did an interview the following couple days, and he said he basically heard PlayStation fans, and we're going to do another showcase at the end of the year, or sometime between now and the end of the year. So yeah, I think it was a D to an F. I'm not mad at gaming. I just have very high standards. I'm just finished beating the Lies of P demo. That was good.
I downloaded that earlier today, so I'll probably play it 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm not always mad. This was a great demo. I think the game was great.
Yeah. No, well, I will play the Lies of P. I mean, that was one of my top 6 games I was looking forward to this year. It's moved to number 5 because Arc Raiders, unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with Arc Raiders, so it is now in the top 5. I think there's only one other game I'm looking forward to that's coming out in the second half. So
which one?
The other Dark Pictures Anthology. So I've already got Zelda, was one of my top ones.
Mm-hmm.
Bramble was one of my top ones. Next month I'm gonna have Pikmin 4. Lies of P is coming out in September, and then Dark Pictures Anthology will come out in October. Those are kind of my 5.
Yeah, hype trains.
Yep. So,
right. So yeah,
you know.
I mean, at least you're getting what you wanted, you know.
Yeah.
And that's all you can ask for with gaming. Like, at least you actually enjoying the first 6 months. Have you enjoyed the first 6 months of this year for gaming?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't. I have, like, I think the game, obviously Tears of the Kingdom came out, so that was amazing. And so I was excited for that and playing that. And then there's a couple of puzzle games that Bramble came out earlier, and a couple other small puzzle games came out. So I have, I'm entertained. It takes my mind off of things. But I'm a certain type of gamer, like I like quirky type of
No.
game.
One thing TK9 has showed me, those games are games and they matter. So you're not just a different gamer, you're just a gamer. Like, you know what I mean?
Thank you for that, Cloud. Thank you.
I think TK9 actually, he sponsored it. He did. He showed me that the indie games that I've been missing out on a lot. So I pretty much delved into a lot of more indie games, and those little quirky games. Like, hey, Trek to Yumi was on my list last year.
Trek to Yumi's great one. And Diablo 4, Rouster, you're right. I'm trying to get done with Tears of the Kingdom, and then I'm going to jump in with Diablo 4. So Rouster,
Diablo 4 is a big task. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to dedicate yourself to that for a minute. These games are coming to Final Fantasy 16 coming out this month, the 22nd, I believe. So that's my biggest game for June. I'm waiting for. I just can't wait for Final Fantasy 16, and then We got Spider-Man and stuff like that, but my backlog is crazy, which pretty much everybody's backlog is.
Not mine's. I'm happy. That's all I gotta say. So we'll see. We'll see. And then I have games I like played before. People don't realize it. I love Outriders. I play this like once a week.
You play Outriders still?
I love Outriders.
Man, you are committed. One game I played that people would never play with me is Warframe, and I've kind of fell off of it because nobody.
Warframe's intense.
Yeah, nobody plays with me, and I've been playing for years. So when people like try to meet up with me, they get intimidated because I got like I got everything.
Cloud, if you want to play, there's a crew I know that plays Warframe. Squids, Megatron X. There's a crew I know that plays Warframe quite a bit.
Introduce me, because these dudes, I don't know. Like my friend Jers loves to play Destiny 2, that corpse of a game, and you know he's addicted to that. But I'm like, I don't really get into it because I don't know. Warframe is just, I feel as though I have a lot more freedom, a lot more creativity, a lot more personality you can show through your gameplay, and not just gameplay but your aesthetics and stuff like that. I can see my character. That's number one. So the aesthetics that I do care about, I actually see. And that's one thing I don't like about first party anything. I don't actually get to see my aesthetics, or if anything, like I just basically I'm basically cotting it. But Warframe to me is very in depth.
Warframe's good. That's why I like Outriders, right? You can kind of see your characters with that third person view. But Cloud, we got our next guest. Cloud, thank you for coming by. If you want to stick around, and we're gonna get your own channel here, your own show soon. So I'll be hitting you up on Twitter here soon to schedule that if you're open to it.
I'm open. Just hit me.
All right. Thank you so much, y'all. Cloud Data Media, give it up. I will also link his channel down after this show. But Cloud, thank you so much, and we're gonna give you your own show, give you your own time on Shades of Purple. So thank you. And coming back, we have Holtz. We have Holtz coming.
Do you know what I'm actually concerned about when you mentioned the showcase, or people talking about the showcase? I was loving seeing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but at the end, it actually said on 2 discs, right? And that's the first time.
Old school.
That's the first time I've ever seen a PlayStation disc come in 2. So the PlayStation 5 disc is 100 gig each. So that means that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to be at least close to 200 gig. Now, the PlayStation 5 only has like 667 gig. So that means you're probably going to install that game, plus maybe Call of Duty and something else. And I feel like to myself, that's a huge thing that no one's really talking about. The size of games consuming such a small storage.
But isn't this the evolution of gaming? Doesn't this always happen? Like once you get towards the middle, the second half of a generation, I
don't know. I always thought like they would have compressed it and tried to reduce as much as possible. I know it's a big, huge open world game, but I feel that's going to put a lot of people off. Trying to change the disc for verification purpose. And I wouldn't want to install stuff off the disc to my SSD, and then when I was on the second part, it went, please insert disc 2. I wouldn't want that anymore. That's so 90s, so early 2000s. So
you're not excited. You're a PS5 owner. You're not.
I'm a digital. I've got 2.5 terabits in mine, but I'm speaking from the average consumer. When I see it, I'll be down on it digitally, but for the person who likes physical and they buy it, they're going to be shocked if they weren't paying attention to that trailer.
This is TK9. We just heard Cloud Data Media give TK9 a shout out before. TK9's a physical gamer. He's all about the hardware, the console, the disc.
So usually a lot of games are close to 150 gig now. If you're talking like, I've seen like range from 120 to 150. So if Final Fantasy VII comes out of 2 discs, then what's the future games going to be like in this fall? What if a lot of games come out in 2-parters?
I don't know. Holtz, maybe this is their play to get cloud gaming popular.
Yeah, I mean, I love cloud as a solution, but I don't think it's going to click on anytime soon, is it? With the people will still be like, I'm going to still collect the box set, and they'll still want physical.
I don't know. I tried to. I know we got some cloud gamers out there. I tried, y'all. And what's up, Crow? If I didn't say what was up earlier, what is up? I only care about Jet Set Radio on Xbox June 11th. Jet Set Radio.
Did he announce a Jet Set Radio? Have I missed out?
I don't know. I think that's what Mr. Urban World, aka Underworld, aka what was it? Aminar is saying.
Good old Mr. So I was shocked seeing that. I wasn't really liking the showcase today.
No, the showcase. I took time to watch it today, and I mean, I liked. So if y'all want, I can play one of the trailers of the game I liked. If you want, Holtz, I can show you it.
Go ahead.
What the game I'm looking forward to. So for y'all who did not see it, this is one of 2 trailers I am looking forward to. All right, ready? Here we go.
Our kingdom is cursed. The prince has been kidnapped and taken to a forbidden land. All hope rests with us, the immortals, to rescue him and save the empire. But we weren't prepared for what was coming next. Then again, they weren't prepared for me.
Whether they ready or not, better get better with time. I can't see an enemy ending the plot. My struggle came with a purpose. Now I'm about to turn it down to a burden. You see, I ain't begging on what I'm deserving. I'm putting on every battle. I thought I had a place to play. Don't take a chance, really take a bite. Been through the dark times, born king with the dark side. Let me show you the light. See how I rose up, boy, the world we are grown up. Never giving them hope. Keep them all warriors, victorious. Put it home on them enemies get close. So I see the danger coming.
In these times of darkness, hope is the only thing that keeps us fighting. I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.
So I'm excited.
No. That's not how it happens.
That's not.
Remember Prince of Persia, number 1, when you used to make a mistake, and you just go, no, that's not how it happened, and it used to rewind.
Yeah, no, well, I am so, I mean, it has some elements of game. It looks like it's going to have a decent story. You know, Ubisoft has some of the strongest story line narratives. Like they invest a lot. They invest a lot. And I think Ubisoft, I'm really excited for them. You know, like it looks like they're really focusing on the IP that's brought them the most, not only the IP, but the game styles that have brought them the most success.
I think
and
it's
so
great,
I'm looking
isn't it?
forward
Even
to
going
that.
back in Assassin's Creed, going back to the OG Assassin's Creed, just fill out the whole world, but have the mechanics that people love. I think over time, they've grasped the bigger concepts, but it hasn't stuck with the fans. So maybe going back to franchises and characters and stuff like that is a win-win.
Yeah, when you go back and you can so, you know, I was talking to Megatron X, you know, shout out to Megatron X, about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And it just is so large. And it's to your point, I think like where you kind of fall in love with the game or a character is when you can get in that 10 to 20 hours potentially and you get out. Like you get to tell the story and then you're looking forward to continuing it. And you can just really learn. I think like quality over quantity in size.
I don't mind having a world that I can explore if I wanted to. I just hate in the latest Assassin's Creeds where you're going through the story, you're leveling great, then out of nowhere there's a disconnect where they do like a 20-hour grind just to carry on the story, and the level pacing is so slow, and I feel like myself, now you're torturing me. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You've made me disconnect from the story, where I don't mind if I finish the story, then I explore the world and see all the hidden gems and stuff like that. I like that original storytelling. or open world. So I don't really like Valhalla, especially when I've just done Odyssey and Origins. It's
well, we're gonna see, right? So they're gonna bring out, Ubisoft.
Mirage.
Yeah, Mirage is coming. So I assume we're gonna probably see that during the Xbox showcase. More of that. But no, I saw Prince of Persia and I was pretty excited for it. Just to see that IP come back.
Is it the franchise that you're excited for, or was it the trailer, the mechanics, and what you seen?
Both the franchise, the studio or the publisher, the whole thing. Like I think Ubisoft has hit a pretty rough patch here lately, and so I'm excited on that level. I'm excited for the franchise just because we haven't seen it in a while, and so for it to come back, and it's kind of evolved, right? If we think about the first Prince of Persia's, and then looking at the trailer and the gameplay, it reminds me of kind of a game that I would see myself playing, where you have story, you have cool art style, you have some hack and slash, and you have some like platforming.
Do you think this is going to help the Ubisoft subscription?
Ubisoft subscription's an interesting one.
Because they pushed it everywhere, especially on a lot of cloud services and everyone just said, "Oh, it's Ubisoft." That was the default answer with everything. Oh, it's a Ubisoft game.
No.
I'm wondering if Ubisoft are going to dial away from that. Or...
I think they're going to stick it out for the time being, but because I think Ubisoft's idea of subscriptions is right. Like I think publishers who have enough IP to stand on their own could do a subscription service. It's just that Ubisoft, unlike Stadia or unlike Google, Microsoft, or Amazon, doesn't have servers, so their stuff is expensive. But now that you mention it, I probably will play Prince of Persia on Ubisoft Plus.
So that's what I'm saying. Is it decent enough for you to pay for it, or go on sale, or you just renting it from Ubisoft Plus?
Depends on when it comes out, right? Like, because perfect example, Diablo 4. I have Diablo 4, but I'm not playing Diablo 4 right now because I'm playing Zelda. But if Zelda wasn't here, I'd probably be playing Diablo 4. So it's the same thing with Prince of Persia. It depends on when it comes out, and if I'm playing another, like I play I'm always playing at least 3 or 4 games, and so if there's a game in that category, I won't be playing.
Do you want to hear something shocking? I was a few weeks ago. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna finish Zelda before Final Fantasy 16." There's no way I'm gonna let this Zelda go away. And now I played it. I'm playing it. And I feel like I've just got so much genre fatigue from Breath of the Wild, even though I played it 6 years ago, that I feel like, oh, not shrines again. And I feel like that I want to progress, but I'm like, I'm going to keep this game to the end of the Switch. I feel like I'm waiting now to push it to the end, to end on a masterpiece.
You came on here 3 weeks ago, Holt, and were saying you were going to...
In that weird, I loved it. I was all hyped up for the trailer. I love Zelda. I love progress and I love the story. And I just went, what happens after this? What do I get on the Switch? I know we're going to get Metroid. I don't understand we're going to get, Pikmin 4 and stuff. But we're coming such to the end of the Switch. I thought to myself, what else have I got after this, really, that I'm going to be hyped for? So part of me is like, I need to savor this and put it away.
I mean, I have Pikmin, so I think I'll probably finish it there. In Urban, you're right. But we speak Americanish. Holtz speaks English because we're in America.
I'm in America as well. Who said I wasn't?
No, Holtz.
I could be Mr. Airmail typing and speaking at the same time.
You could. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? But that's what we speak here. We speak American. We speak the winning language.
The winning.
We don't speak the Queen's language. We speak the president, because the president, all that matters. We don't speak this commie stuff. This queen? Commie monarchy stuff.
What queen?
Who knows? She lost too.
Isn't it been the King's English?
Who knows? I don't even know. See, that's what I'm saying. Confusing. We have one thing. We have a president. We have a president.
Well, that makes sense. So you speak the president's language.
Damn straight.
No wonder you got a lot of stutters.
You take that back. You take that back. I'll report you to the FBI, Holt. Sam, what?
No
terrorist?
offense.
You
No offense
terrorist?
to people that.
What is this? My gosh. Whose side are you on, Holtz? My gosh. Get out of here. Get out of him. Get him out of here.
Kick him out. Get him out. Send him home.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so yeah, I'm part of Mortal Kombat. They're the only games, Final Fantasy and Mortal Kombat. It's a shame because when I looked at the showcase, I wanted to be hyped, but in my mind, I keep on thinking, don't hype yourself up. There's not really going to be anything. But I still wanted stuff like Stellar Blade and stuff like that. So I had a little bit of expectations. And then I came away thinking to myself, why didn't you hype yourself up again? You've already seen Spider-Man. You've already seen Mortal Kombat. So in the end, it was only Final Fantasy. And it's a shame that I'm coming away.
Well, there was another game I was looking forward to. Holt, you want to see that trailer? Want to see that trailer? Let's do it. It's right here. Let's see it. I don't think it's as long as the other one. So here it is. I just saw that clip is 3 minutes, so we're not going to play the whole thing. What?
Did you see Pillars of Eternity?
Pillars of Eternity? I did, but I didn't. I wasn't looking forward to it.
So you love Diablo 4, but you don't like Pillars of Eternity? No.
No, I mean, it was okay. I did see Pillars of Eternity, but I saw it, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, that looked like Diablo, but I need to play Diablo, right? Like, and then I'll get into Pillars of Eternity if I get into it. I can only do one of those, and then we have what's it called, Baldur's Gate 3, because I know Bjorn was going to be playing that game, so there's just a lot of those types of games I need to play. Well, I guess they're not really the same type of game, but whatever.
Bjorn would make anyone laugh watching that game.
Bjorn, what?
He's like the dungeon master getting his old to do quests, and he'll sing his bard tales, drink mead.
Baldur's Gate is good.
I tried it a while. I tried it ages ago with Ray, Dr. Spaceman and stuff like that on Stadia, and they went on one merry path and I went on the other one. I didn't even know that I branched off from the party, but they were having a different story without me, and I was just going across the map in my own little direction.
No, well, they're doing their own thing. Well, and for y'all who don't know, Baldur's Gate 3 premiered on Stadia. We had early access, but no more. No, I was watching some of those. I remember they would do them. Y'all would do the quests and stuff. It was funny watching y'all. But I'm looking forward to that coming back. Maybe that'll be the game that brings people back.
The live service. Can I go that live service? Well, not live service, but
it is a live service. It is a live service.
In the RPG side of it, not like sort of action shooter at all.
But it's still a good live service. Holt, you want to know what else is going on right now? You want to see a Ghostbusters clip?
Yes. I've got another Ghostbusters clip that I read. You put yours, but I'll try and spoil it first.
All right, I'm gonna do a Ghostbusters clip here, and then I got one more after this. I love that line.
I love in Ghostbusters 2 when you go into the painting gallery and the doctor who does all the respirations, he goes, what are you doing? And he goes, well, we had reports there was a creep, so we checked our creep list and you were at the top of the list. So Johnny, where are you from? And he goes, Upper West Side. That's where all the creeps are, Upper West Side. I don't know.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No. Ghostbusters 2 has some good ones too. I should have brought some of those on over. I mean, I know Cloud doesn't like the later ones, but I think they all have some funny parts.
Like going back up to Vigor, the Conqueror, when he goes,
Vigor.
He goes, smile for me. Not much of a smiler. Right?
So he's like, give it to me.
Give it to me. Yes.
Yes. And then he's like, I've seen better.
I've seen better.
But not many. Or something like that. That's a funny scene.
The part where, I can't remember his name now. He pretends he's like the fifth Ghostbuster and he gets on the bus and there's Slimer. And he gets on with his like earmuffs.
Oh, what's his name? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, that guy. Yeah. It's that actor. Yeah, that's a good one. It's funny.
used to have-
I love
I told the story
Ghostbusters.
before. I used to have this backpack. It was like this, and it's been around the world with me, and it's big. And I had my laptop in it and some other stuff, and it was very rectangle. And I was about to get on the train from London, and someone shouted, "Look at that Ghostbuster with his proton pack!" Because I had this big rectangle backpack on my back.
Did you take that with pride?
I took it with pride, of course I did. I laughed like, cool.
Yeah, of course. Ghostbusters. I mean, jeez, such a. I'll probably watch it tonight just in honor of Ghostbusters. By the way, I will be at the Ghostbusters Festival, y'all, in New York City. We're walking the sites of Ghostbusters on Saturday.
Ooh.
So if you're inW York, you may see me.
I want to go to New York now just to do a sightseeing. That's what my twin.
Yeah, we're gonna like all the different. So the actual fire station that they do is a real fire station, and
slide down the pole.
so that's yeah. They're gonna, since it's still like, they're gonna do something for the Ghostbuster fans for like half a day because it's an actual fire
You seem
station.
to have it all in New York. Nintendo
And yeah,
events.
Nintendo, Ghostbusters. That's why I'm here. Everything I love
My
is about
twin,
it.
I don't know if you read it in chat, but my twin, he said that the Ghostbusters are evil. He said when he summoned the Marshmallow Man, he said all he wanted to do was see New York, so he climbed the buildings to have a better sight of New York. And every time we're sitting there watching it, he goes, "Here he comes! Look, he only wants to see New York," and he toasts him. And it always just makes me laugh going back to that.
Oh my gosh!
Paul
Oh,
Sager.
ugh. Bad marshmallow. No, I always wanted to taste what tasted like. The marshmallow. Man.
It tastes like marshmallow. What do you expect it to taste like?
It tastes like marshmallow.
What do you expect it to taste like? Cake, marshmallow.
I mean, that is a type of. I mean, it comes back to cake.
Well,
there
why
are
was
some.
It Stay Puff?
Why was it Stay Puff?
Yeah, why is it called a Stay Puff marshmallow?
I don't know. Is this one of those British things?
No, that's what he was called, the Stay Puff Marshmallow Man. Why? What is a Stay Puff?
It stays puffed up.
So that's what it is. It's just a puffy marshmallow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Not very helpful. Asking these questions, I need to know these things.
Hold. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is. I mean, I know about orcas. I know about cakes. I know about Ghostbusters. I need to prepare for marshmallows.
There you go. He wasn't Stay Puff when he blew up, was he? So.
No, he wasn't. I should give some like Ghostbusters trivia one day.
Well, you got the T-shirt. Right, what you need to do is on the tour, you want to say to them, "I know this English guy, and he wants to know why it was called the Stay Puff. Why? Why?"
I mean, I will ask. So, like, there's a Ghostbusters. It's called Ghostbusters News. It's a YouTube channel, and it's all thing Ghostbusters. That guy would know. He is like the president of this Ghostbusters fan club. He would know. So, but yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Okay, here's one for you.
I haven't had a marshmallow.
If he's made out of what was he made out of marshmallow? Or was he made out of ectoplasm? Because he was a ghost.
He wasn't a ghost.
So he was fully solid.
He wasn't a ghost.
The whole movie's
because he was summoned.
The whole movie's called the Ghostbusters, so he must have been.
No, they got the ghost who summoned him.
Okay, so he's not like a ectoplasm creature.
No, he was like the challenger.
He was
right. That's how
he was the destroyer, wasn't he?
Right. They said summon it, and then I should have got that clip. Such a good clip.
Choose your destroyer, and then it's like, yeah.
and then they're like, "Did you?"
That's all I did. I didn't choose.
Oh, I should have got that one.
Did you choose anything? No. Did chat choose anything? And he just look at Ray, and Ray's like,
well, I mean, I have one more clip if you want to play it.
Yes.
You want me to do it? One more clip I have one more because I know it's been late. We've been going on for a while, but I'll play this one. It's from the same thing, and this is like one of my top 3 favorites from Ghostbusters 1.
Yeah, I mean,
I love.
That's like similar in number 1, isn't it? When she opens the door. Are you the key master? And he goes, no.
Oh my gosh, that's
No.
a key master.
He goes, no, not what I think of. And the door gets closed. And he goes, are you the key master?
Key master.
Yes. I'm a good friend of him.
And then she's like floating.
So when someone asks you,
Oh,
are you the
man.
god? You say yes. If anyone asks you, are you the key master? You have to say yes. You have to get past that door in the first
Oh
place.
my gosh, that's so many good. Cause I'm just thinking of so many good loans that we
know
met
what's
that
so
I
funny
didn't
is
get.
In the back of your mind, you start off, don't you? But you go, okay, we got the classics, and you realize there's probably every line.
Every other line is a classic because Obi said some, you've said some, I've thought of some like before. And then there's just scenes that are like also classic, like the very beginning where like he's guessing the shapes and he's like, nope, wrong.
He's electrocuting the guy, and every time the girl gets it right.
And he's like actually getting them, but the girl's like, birds. And it's like, and he's like, oh my gosh, you're so good. I thought that was such
One
a
thing that
funny
always
one.
reminds me is the librarian. You know, and then when I was a kid, we used to have libraries like that, big shelf and stuff like that. And I always thought to myself, I wonder if there's a ghost in here, not exactly the same.
Yeah, the ghost there. Oh my god, there's so many. I'm just thinking through the whole movie, and you're right. There's that. I could have probably got easily 20 quotes. Thinking through it, like just think I could have done 20.
Listen, it must have been a hard day choosing between Orcas and Ghostbusters. It must have been so tough.
No, Orcas. I've been following this Orca story since like early May. Like, because like it's not joke. Like they're actually going at it.
Well,
So
are they still in dismay? Are they still attacking?
yeah, they're still attacking the boats. They're still attacking.
You just it went mad over your head before. I was like, part of your world, like the Little Mermaid. That's what they.
Oh my god! I needed to hear your tune. I needed to hear the.
I thought that's why they didn't want to. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Holt. I'm
It's
sorry. Don't.
It's all right. It's late. My joke's terrible.
It's like for you, not for me.
We need
Oh
the
my gosh.
Discord Ghostbusters. We need to all get our merch on, and we'll all turn up.
You know what actually may get me to get a PlayStation 5 before I want to get one? You said it earlier. Is the Ghostbusters the VR? Yeah, that may actually get me. I have. If anybody has Ghostbusters Unleashed, let me know. It's crossplay. I have it, and I enjoy it. And I just don't have anybody to go hunt some Ghostbusters with.
It's your lucky day. Only on Ghostbusters Day, I own it on the Switch, and I own it on the Steam Deck.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I nearly platinum that game, right? If you go to my PlayStation trophies, I nearly platinum that game. But what happened was, online, there was a thing where you have to slam the ghost into the trap so many times. But what people were doing online, we all wanted to get the trophy. And back then, never had mics to say, Purple, let me just slam the ghost and you can have the next one. And everyone kept on slamming it, but because everyone was pulling the proton beam, everyone was hitting the ghost everywhere else apart from the trap.
It's in the trap. No, you have to be coordinated on that.
So I never got the platinum. That was the only trophy I never got. So
oh my!
But I actually own it. I love that.
You have Spirits Unleashed, the game Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. The one that just
the game.
There's one that came out. The one that came out in October.
Oh, there's new. I didn't even know. I thought you were talking about Ghostbusters, the video game.
No, I have that one. I have that one too on both PS3 and Switch.
So what's this new Ghostbusters?
What, you don't know about the new Ghostbusters?
I thought the next one was the PSVR. Have I missed?
No, they came out with one last October.
Any good?
It's cool. Like it's you're kind of like what's that?
The OG cast, Venkman, Ray.
It only has Ray, and it has
Is it set after the third movie?
It's kind of set in its own little universe. Like you're kind of your own Ghostbuster, and you're like training. Kind of, well, I guess, kind of the same thing, but it's like you go around and do jobs and stuff. It's usually really discounted. So, but yeah, no, they just came out with another one, and it's crossplay.
Should give it.
It's called Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed.
Spirits Unleashed.
You should go see if it's on sale. It's Ghostbusters Day. It's probably on sale.
I'm gonna check it out. Yeah. Love Ghostbusters. That's why. So I've got a PSVR, and that's what I'm going to do. As long as I've got an open space, I'm going to be like that. I'm going to get a little fake proton gun.
Oh, I'm getting a real one. I'm going to get a real. Well, rough guy. You'll see my Halloween.
Well, I mean, the great these replica stuff. I've never held a gun. Never hold a gun. There's no reason for me to hold a gun. And my friends just bought a John Wick gun, and it's a proper weighted gun, magazine, ejector. And I was like, wow. When I holded the handgun, I was like, wow, that's so much weight on that. If someone hit you on the head, and I was more marveled about like how good the replica was, and I was like, I had a little gas canister, so the recoil was like, wow. Made up. So now I actually see replica weapons. I'm like, oh, let's have a try. Swords, guns, proton packs.
They're all in the same family. Oh my gosh. I should have brought that one. There was another when they're talking about the proton pack. When they're first talking about it. That was another clip I was looking at.
Now when you turn it on for the first time, you hear the
and then he goes Do, and then he goes Ray Egon, and then he has this like evil grin on his face when he says it.
Yeah,
such a good one.
It makes reference that it was new, but I was like another one. I can't remember the words of it, but I was like when you do the toaster. Who's a good toaster? Who's a good toaster? Everyone should get one for Christmas. And it's like,
oh my gosh!
He puts who's a good little toaster? Puts his hand in it.
Oh my god! The second one has so many good scenes with where he's like, "Do you sleep with it?" or something like that. He's like talking about what he does with the toaster. Oh man, it's so funny.
It is a good little.
It's so funny.
Good little day. Good.
Well, Holtz and anybody else, if y'all want to come in, I'm gonna shut it down here pretty soon. But Holtz, this has been fun.
It always is.
Thanks for staying up.
Who else are you gonna call? He-Man. That's a good one, isn't it? That's a good one.
Oh my gosh, He-Man.
He-Man.
Oh my gosh, I should probably make this a thing. Like every show, like figure out another. Every one of these types of shows.
Figure out another one. And stuff like that. And I think when you get like them cult classics, I think everyone, because like it doesn't matter where we're from, like the nerdy culture of the movies, the games, and stuff like that. I think the movies, because we always talk about games, we're never always talking about movies as well. So I think that's a good little segue to do that.
I think I may do. Yeah, I may start doing that because I have fun. Like I didn't know if it was gonna land, so I didn't. But if I had known, I would have probably brought at least 5 more.
I mean, cloud data.
Cloud Data Media. Yeah, Tech University.
And he was actually mentioning Goonies and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, we're all nodding in chat. Yes. I was like, I was thinking to myself, one of my favorite ones, Lost Boys. How's your noodles, Michael? No, he's eating the worms.
Oh yeah.
Like, we've all got them movies, haven't we, where we just really love it.
No, there's so many. Who else said Goonies? I think Jaw said Goonies in chat. Jaw was a Goonies.
I love Goonies. I love Chunk, the little chubby kid, when he does the chunk truffle.
Yeah.
He does the truffle shuffle, the chunk shuffle, some ice cream. Do you want some ice cream? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start like we'll see what the next one. But today was Ghostbusters Day, y'all. You did not know, now you know. I'm a big Ghostbusters fan. So Killer Clown. Ooh, that's a good one. You know which other one I like a lot is which was the one with the ones under the bed? It's like an 80s movie, and it's like there's these monsters under their bed, and they go under the bed, and it's like a whole like world. I can't think of it. Okay, stop, Mr. Urban World. Stop it now. Stop it. But
you mentioned clouds from outer space.
Urban.
Yeah, I thought we Urban when you mentioned it.
Okay, he's trolling. There's no way he's doing this. There's no way.
Well, there was a game, wasn't it, that came out last year, Clouds from Outer Space. I wanted to play it, but I never.
Was there?
Yeah. Can you see the trailer? It's back.
No.
They're back. The clowns from out. It was like in the 80s style.
Oh my gosh! I forget last year I caught it. Like I was skipping through. I thought last year's Summer Game Fest was better. Like I was more entertained during that one. This one I felt like Nicolas Cage. After Nicolas Cage, it went downhill.
Oh, I used to love Nicolas Cage back in the day. And when he came out and he's like, you're all my friends, the cool kids, and I'm open to new experiences. I was like, oh, get off the stage. Come on. Us gamers don't really care for we want the hardcore fans that's being there, being part of gaming or liked us back. And he's just come in like, yeah, I'm a character. I'm like, oh, get off the stage. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah. In Urban World, you're right. It is Little Monsters with the jean jacket. I remember that. Good one. Good one. All right.
I used to love Nicolas Cage. In Face Off. Do you know?
Face Off's good.
Do you know how I got this face? I took his face off, and it used to be a good little.
I think I'm gonna watch that tonight. I actually think I'm gonna watch that tonight. I was gonna watch Ghostbusters, but I haven't seen Face Off in a long time.
That's another one. Dialing it back to cake. He says it as well. I could eat a peach. Could eat a peach all day. Peach.
Oh my gosh.
That's what he used to call butts back in the day, didn't he? Peaches. Got a peach.
Peaches. So maybe next time we're going to talk about peaches?
Peach cake.
Peach cake. Ooh.
Peachy cake.
A peach cake? Well, so we've seen all sorts of cakes today. We saw bum cake. We heard about ice cream cake.
Just stay away from that spotted dick.
Spotted dick? What?
That. There's a cake called spotted dick. I'd like to know.
I didn't know.
It's been renamed to Jam Roly Poly.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Soft and middle hard, and it's called spotted dick. And there was a famous joke, and I was on a podcast.
Now you know, y'all. Now you know. Oh, peach cake. There you go.
I got a story. Ray 347. When I first met him, he just nearly choked in laughter. So we were on a panel, and I was telling the story about this cake called Spotted D, and he was in hysterics. And then I got a picture, and one of our favorite brands of cakes is called Aunt Bessie's. It's like this old woman that makes good cakes and good food, and the brand's called Aunt Bessie. And then I showed her a picture that said Aunt Bessie's spotted dick.
Oh my gosh!
And
there's really a cake called this, y'all. There's really a cake. I did not know this.
So type in Aunt Bessie's. Betsie. Aunt Bessie's.
There's really a cake called this. So if you're catching this on replay,
so if you actually see Aunt Bessie's spotted dick, it's delicious. Just in case you want to try.
Auntie Spotted. Yes, it does have. It has a. They had to do that on purpose. They did that on purpose. They did that on purpose.
Has it still got the old woman there?
No, they just have. They have Auntie's delicious. Yeah, they have another one with. Oh my gosh.
Do you think I'm making this up? So when the Americans come over, definitely try Aunt Bessie's spotted.
Yeah, no, that's that. We're gonna have to do it.
But stay away from soggy bottoms, chat.
Soggy buttons. Stay away from that. You want Holtz likes it firm, likes a firm one. Some people like the root beer. Don't do root beer cakes. Obviously, a pound cake is a good one. Yeah. So many good cakes out there, and even if you don't like cake, maybe you can get into cupcakes. And if you're not that, try a cookie.
Biscuit.
A biscuit. That's what y'all call it. Oh my god.
Cookie is a biscuit.
Nah, you're talking that un-American language again.
Yeah.
Hey, Lo-Fi, we're just wrapping up Lo-Fi. We talked about cakes. And the different types. We talked about orcas, we talked about Ghostbusters, and we talked about showcases. But now, soggy buttons, y'all just simpleton. All right, well, Holtz, you're the last one here.
And the message of the day is always keep it wrapped. You don't want nothing falling out. Just remember that.
Always keep it wrapped. You don't want nothing falling out.
Think of the reference to a spotted dick.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. We went there today, y'all. We went there.
Sorry.
Alrighty, y'all. Well, do you have anything to say? Anything? Any last word?
Ghostbusters. Did
it. Oh my god. Later, OB. Later, and y'all. Well, you know what I'm about to say, Holtz. It's about that time, and we're gonna do. I don't care where you game, how you game, why you game, when you game, what you game on, or how long you've been gaming. As long as you're gaming, you're good with me. And as always, this is Purple Haze, and the proof is in the playing. All right, take care, y'all. Peace.